Is it just me, or are there fewer people in the healer's market now?
So it's... Did you come here of your own volition? From the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
Time to twirl! Maybe you can keep it down? Time to twirl! Target specimen sighted. Preparing to collect. You know who I am. Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours! Time to twirl! Excuse me, coming through.
Another journey begins. Distance as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Time to twirl!
Batter up!
Commencing research.
Still still waters of oblivion I guide the wandering souls. I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
Target specimen sighted. Preparing for collection.
Rules are made to be broken! Decisive strike!
Time to twirl! Excuse me, coming through.
Did you come here of your own existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion?
Time to twirl! What do you, maybe you could keep it down? Time to twirl!
Let's go. What about this?
Another journey begins. In the still waters of oblivion I guide the wandering souls.
Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Let's make it quick.
Commencing research.
Did you come here of your own volition? Existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
Target specimen sighted. Excuse me, coming through.
Another journey begins. In the still waters of oblivion I guide the wandering souls.
Time to twirl! You must be honored to meet me. Time to twirl!
Let's go.
Commencing research. Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours!
Did you come here of your own existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion?
Time to twirl! What are you looking at? Maybe you could keep it down? Target specimens, excuse me, coming through.
Another journey begins. In the still waters of oblivion I guide the wandering souls.
Time to twirl!
I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, The two shall fall.
Idle mode. How boring. Commencing research.
Did you come here of your own volition, as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion?
Time to twirl! You must be honored to meet me.
Rules are made to be broken!
Time to twirl!
Yeah!
Another journey begins.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours! Time to twirl!
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
What are you looking at? This is gonna hurt.
Let's make it quick. How about this?
Target's best excuse me. Coming through.
Existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. Dusk reigns, the two shall fall.
Commencing research.
Did you come here of your own? Still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
Time to twirl! Maybe you can keep it down?
Yeah!
Time to twirl! Target specimen sighted. Preparing for collection.
Existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours! Time to twirl!
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
Time to twirl!
I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
Excuse me, coming through.
Another journey begins, distant as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Time to twirl!
Let's go. What about this?
Time to twirl! Commencing research.
Did you come here of your own volition? Or was it fate? In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
You must be honored to meet me. Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours! Time to twirl! Maybe you can keep it down?
Let's make it quick. Batter up!
Target specimen sighted.
Distant as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
It's getting late. Where to now?
here. The thing about the most authentic snack on the Cienjo Lafu is it's a drink. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have the money for anything fancy. Here, mung bean soda. 1 can each. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love it.
Let me try. A nostalgic experience.
Oh, is there a drink like this where you're from?
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express and forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee, and how my taste buds never fully recovered.
How is it? Bearable? But I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Just like flying. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else. Oh, I know a really great place in Starskiff Haven to Starskiff watch.
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life. If you don't try, you won't know. Unique experiences are often a product of risky choices.
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson is, you can't turn back once you enter the sky. Pilots are always dancing with death. I know she's right. I know being a fighter pilot is an exhausting and dangerous job. But I still want to fly among the stars. To fight for the Cienjo Alliance across the vast galaxy.
Why are you so dedicated to that idea, Miss Jingni?
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? Soon after a child is born, we surround them with items that represent future destinies. If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they reach for a sword, then they'll grow up to be a famous warrior. And if they reach for a toy star skiff, No, not me. My genius mom reached for the star skiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the Cloud Knights as soon as she was old enough. That's how she became a fighter pilot. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barissan anti-aircraft fire, like an arrow tearing through a thunderstorm. She also holds the Skyfaring Commission records for speed and enemy vessels destroyed. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter. I've wanted to become a legend like her for as long as I can remember.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a star skiff since the 3rd Denizens of Abundance War. She doesn't even bring up her military achievements. I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a star skiff and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. Not only did I survive the flight, my landing was perfect. I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was, boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. But boy, I've never seen her so scary. I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a star skiff. But my mom was angry about more than that. She was angry because I viewed her as a role model. Because I had the same talent as her.
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madame Yukong.
But flying is the only thing I want to do. I've already touched the sky. It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay. She just sent me a message. Mom lost one of her trinkets in Stargazer Navalia when she came to save me. Miss Sequay suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might help me get back in her good books.
In Stargazer Navalia? Let's go with you and have a look.
Is it really okay to bother you two again? Sorry. Please don't mention the mung bean soda again.
Time to twirl! Perfect. Now's my chance. Time to twirl! Oh! The combat report will be ready soon.
The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic.
Do you know what it looks like?
Let me think. It should be a little square thing. She's usually got something like that on her.
This is your area of expertise. You're a great fighter, but your perception is even more impressive. No matter how well a treasure chest is hidden, you're always able to spot it. So, when it comes to finding a needle in a haystack, is there really anyone more capable than yourself?
Mom always carries this trinket around with her, but I never realized there was something inside. Is this the hunt crest? This is what pilots hang in their Starskiff cockpits for good luck.
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart. Let's head back, Miss Chinni. I think you should return this trinket in person. This is an opportunity for the two of you to talk.
Not yet. I want to go back later. There's something I hope you two can help me with first.
If you want us to help you persuade your mother, I'm afraid that could be difficult. It's not easy to solve a family dispute as an outsider.
You misunderstand. I just want to know what she's thinking. What turned an ace pilot, someone who loved to fly, into someone like her? My mom clearly misses her flying days, otherwise she wouldn't keep this on her person. But she doesn't fly anymore and refuses to let me become a fighter pilot. Why?
Maybe we can ask some people who might know the truth. Well, the General's been busy at the seat of Divine Foresight recently. We might not get to see him right away. Still, it's worth a try. He was the one who promoted Helmmaster Yukong. He probably knows more about her past than anyone.
General Jin Yuan? Are you sure it's okay to go straight to him? Oh, right. You're the General's guests. Even so, this is asking a lot of you.
No problem. If we can get to the bottom of why Helm Master Yukong no longer flies, we might be able to find out why she doesn't want you to be a fighter pilot. We can't help you too directly, but an indirect conversation like this might give us a clue on how to convince your mother. Yes, leave it to us.
In that case, thank you so much, benefactors. I'll head back to Starskip Haven. I'm not ready to return to the Skyfaring Commission yet.
It's getting late. Where to now?
The ambrosial arbor.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
Mr. Yang, and you? What brings you to the seat of divine foresight this time?
It's nothing urgent. We were hoping to understand Helm Master Yukong a little better.
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a star skiff to assist in the present crisis, but ran into trouble herself. She was only saved thanks to a couple of travelers. On behalf of the Law Fu, you have my thanks once again. The seat of divine foresight heard that Yukong seldom seen, but often feared temper was on display. I believe the two of you were caught between mother and daughter.
We heard that Helm Master Yukong was an outstanding pilot, but that she refuses to let her daughter embark on the same career.
Yukong herself is best placed to answer such questions. But naturally, you are here because you fear that Helm Master Yukong would decline to answer. If you wish to dispel Miss Qingni's curiosity, perhaps we can take a small step back from the topic at hand. What do you wish to know about Yukong the pilot? This is a divine object from the Rainbow Arbiter? Where did you find this?
This object has been stored inside Helm Master Yukong's personal trinket all along. Miss Qingni lent it to us. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past and why she no longer flies.
This object is no ordinary trinket. It has borne witness to blood and tears. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you heard of the denizens of Abundance Wars? As the Xianzhou has continued to cleanse the universe of immortal abominations, so too has the Abundance Axis succeeded in breaching our defensive lines. They pushed the Xianzhou to the brink of disaster. 30 years ago, the Xianzhou Yaoqing and Fenghu were besieged by our enemies. Even in the long history of warfare between the Xianzhou Alliance and the denizens of Abundance, that air battle was one of the most tragic. We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of Abundance. Almost 1 million fighter pilots fought in the bitter battle. Those who survived numbered no more than 100,000. Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with their sky-shattering Lux Arrow, who's to say whether the Luofu would still be here today? Such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow left behind. For the survivors, these relics contain the blood of their comrades, the ashes of their enemies, and the dust of their memories. Yukong is a survivor of that war. Her best friend, Cai, perished on the battlefield.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you, General.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind Helmmaster Yukong's reluctance to fly, nor do I want to open up old wounds. However, it is difficult to discard one's past. Yukong and Cai trusted each other with their lives. The Helmmaster will have strong memories of that time. Perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe Qingni has the right to know about the past, as the past is starting to affect her future.
Thank you, General. We apologize for taking up your time with such triviality.
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child constitute a triviality? If you ask me, the mountains of documents and the seat of divine foresight are the only triviality around here.
We'll take our leave. Let's go. We should head to Starskiff Haven and find Jingyi.
You're here! My mom isn't in a great mood. She went for a walk. My mom isn't the irresponsible type. She only skips work if she's managed to delegate everything.
You two are very similar.
Well, we do both like to take a walk after a fight. The only difference is that I come to this side of Starskiff Haven and she heads to the other. That way, we don't bump into each other. Really? I think it's silly. Anyway, did you find any?
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
I was always curious about her past, but she either dodged my questions or pretended not to hear them. In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that left a scar that never fully healed. I never asked her again.
Indeed. That's probably why Yukong was never willing to fly again after the battle, and why she forbids you from flying.
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend. And she thinks that my talent makes it more likely that she'll lose me in the same way?
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking, Miss Jingyi. You should talk with her yourself.
You're right, Mr. Yang. But I still have something else to check first. This pass that General Jing Yuan mentioned is probably archived in the Palace of Astrum. I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she filed it away. It looked like a diary.
Do you still remember where it was filed, Miss Cheney?
Vaguely. But there are so many files stored in the Skyfaring Commission. Could I ask you benefactors to look for it with me?
A couple of Outworlders going through Skyfaring Commission files isn't a good look. I'm afraid we can only accompany you, Miss Cheney. You'll need to do the searching yourself.
Of course. You're right. Sorry.
It seems like this device is handling...
Oh, can I help you?
We can use this one. Okay. Let me see. Helmmaster's personal archive. Oh, got it! Let's go take a look. It should be here. Let's see. Yes! This is Mom's diary!
Miss Cheney, I don't think the two of us should be reading your mother's diary.
It should be fine. This is from decades ago. For you travelers, that's more than half a lifespan.
No, I still think I shouldn't read it. You stay here with Miss Cheney. I'll be waiting over there. There.
Fine. Is it really that big of a deal? I'm sure they're just her notes on life as a pilot. Come on, please look at it with me. I need someone to give me some advice. Let's read it together. Maybe her diary holds the key to all of this.
What is the meaning of this? The Helmmaster's daughter bringing Outworlders in to sneak around? What do you have in your hands? Let me see. Madame Yukong's diary? How dare you read Madame Yukong's personal diary? And with her daughter, too. By the other, you two are in for a...
Mr. Yang Min, please, calm down. Let us explain.
I see. Qingni, I know Madame Yukong's position on you becoming a pilot is tough for you to accept, but she has her own concerns.
I understand, Mr. Yang Ming. But now, compared to becoming a fighter pilot, I'm more interested in knowing what my mom went through. I want to know what happened, how she went from ace pilot to helm master.
I've been here for a long time, Chief. Miss Tsai, I remember her. She was an ace gunner. Many people wanted to be her flight partner. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot. They manned the same skiff and were the envy of many. But when it came to pilots, your mother was the best match for her. They flew together all the time. Even Mr. Guangyun couldn't match their numbers. Well, after he passed away in battle, Tsai rarely teamed up with anyone except your mother. It was tragic when Tsai died soon after. That's the life of a pilot. No one knows which flight will be their last. Tsai's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. After the battle, she refused to turn in Tsai's possessions as per regulations. She kept them locked away, occasionally taking them out to admire. Nonsense. As a Xianzhou native, I've lived long enough to remember more than the Foxian pilots could ever hope to. In the end, all the ace pilots perished. The only thing I can do is to remember them and ensure they are not forgotten too soon.
Where are Miss Tsai's possessions stored? Thanks for telling us all this, Mr. Yangming.
You're welcome. I know this is important to you. I suppose you're going to go through Madame Yukong's office desk next. I can understand your position, Qingyu. I'll take my leave and pretend I didn't see anything. After all, it's an unwritten rule that subordinates should be absent when their superior's privacy is exposed. Please don't tell your mother that you saw me today.
Got it.
Hurry. Madame Yukong will be back soon.
My mom keeps lots of stuff in her desk. Let's have a look. That's the selling point of this desk. Super simplistic design with super spacious hidden compartments. Lots of office staff use this desk. There are hidden compartments on the left, right, and under the desktop. Which one should we check first? This looks similar to Mom's diary, but it looks like it belonged to Miss Tsai. So, I was adopted? And this Miss Tsai was my real mother? I suppose I've always had a feeling, but now I know the truth. I feel like I'm dreaming. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot? When I was little, I asked my mom where my dad was. She said I was grown from the Star Skiff assembly line at Stargazer Navalia. I thought she was just a bad liar. I even thought she meant I'd inherited her talent with star skiffs. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Even if we're not connected by blood. I understand her a lot more now. Can you come with me one more time? I want to have a proper chat with Mom. It's fine. I don't need you to do anything. I just want you and Mr. Yang to stand nearby.
You're all done? Did it go smoothly? I see. Let's find Helmmaster Yukong. We'll accompany you. We're here to help, but he and I really shouldn't interject when you're conversing with your mother.
It's okay. I understand. Just having you stand next to me is already a great help, benefactors. When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there. Mom?
Qingni, why are Mr. Yang and they here too?
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Starskiff Haven. She mentioned she was trying to mend things between you, but was feeling shy about it. We volunteered to come with her.
Thank you. I must apologize for the trouble my daughter has brought you.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk once we're home.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter what.
We've talked about this many times. No means no.
But...
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little hesitant. Try giving her a little push.
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject. What should I say? This divine object is a testament to you still.
Is that Sai's diary? How did you... I understand now. I'm sorry, Qingni. I cannot support your dream because I made a promise to someone else. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness. I just hope you can understand my reason.
Mom, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter. Our bond is bigger than forgiveness and reason. I'll listen to anything you have to say.
Just like you, I once longed for the sky. I know what it feels like to fly through infinite space, to be surrounded by the vast expanse of nothingness, with unimaginable splendors looming in the distance, to float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea. Some called it loneliness, but we called it freedom. Sai was like that too. We're friends since childhood. We flew star skiffs everywhere, causing trouble until the knights caught us and dragged us before General Jingyuan. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. It wasn't an easy life. You could even say it was a cruel one. You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive. Of course, the same could be said of yourself. But those are my best memories. You would strike out into the sky, repelling demons and upholding justice. The blood we shed bore witness to it all. The life of a Foxian is short and fleeting. Surely we should dedicate ourselves to such glorious aims.
Oh, system space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
We're engaging the main Borison fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails. Feeling rusty?
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long. Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit. Say, Sai, really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying star skiffs that much?
You bet. Sure, it's exhausting, dangerous, low paid. Plus, you only get back to the Luofu a few times a year. But given the choice, I'd always pick this. I guess I already touched the sky.
Mind is mysterious. I've lived for more than 200 years. Forgotten nearly every conversation I've ever had. But I still remember us shooting the breeze that day. It's crystal clear. It was the last time I spoke to Tsai. Tsai? Hold on, Tsai. Tsai, open your eyes. Tsai?
Thank you. You go. I've had a good life. But please, don't let Jinmi walk the same path. Don't let her become a fighter pilot.
Tsai, she's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? Rescue's almost here. Stay with me. Jingmi is waiting for you. She lost Guang Yan. She can't afford to lose you too. Wake up! Tsai! 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 When I climbed out of the burning carcass of the star skiff, I looked up into a clear sky, pure and seemingly unadorned by the atmosphere that arced far above us. It was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen, but all I could feel was unbearable pain. I sunk to the ground and gazed up helplessly. In my dream, that was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl anymore. The road of a fighter pilot is a cruel one. I know that now. But I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fearful I turned. I've known for a long time you were ready, but I was not. No, cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Tsai, your father Guang Yan. We were prepared for the worst when we enlisted. Do you know how we won that war? A war that took away Tsai and the lives of hundreds of thousands of fighters.
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. We had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance. If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, then what purpose did our sacrifices serve? Under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke. We are nothing. We mean nothing.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. Even if that person is my daughter, I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry. That is my failure as a mother.
Mom, you don't need to apologize. Really, you don't need to.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did. I believe that one day, you'll make an outstanding fighter pilot.
Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps. I'm more afraid of you taking after Tsai. If this is your choice, then I'm willing to support you. Even if you live to regret it.
Mom, I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you at least once.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
Looks good.
Enemy targets detected. Inputting commands. Whoa. Oh, well maybe you can keep it down. Time to twirl. Time to twirl. Commencing support. This, that. What do you look at? This is gonna hurt.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Keep at it.
Rules are made to be broken!
Time to twirl! We have the upper hand. Inputting commands. Whoa. You must be honored to meet me.
About this!
Commencing.
piggyback.
Commencing research. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours! Time to twirl! We have the upper hand. This time to twirl! You must be honored to meet me.
Let's make it quick. About this!
Perfect. Now's my chance. Excuse me, coming through. Enemy inputting commands. Whoa. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Rules are made to be broken!
We have the upper hand. Oh! Oh, poor you. Huh? Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours! Time to twirl! Commencing support. This maybe you can keep it down. Time to twirl.
Let's go.
Excuse me, coming through. Oh. Enemy targets detected. To travel far away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all! Appropriate. This This is gonna hurt. Target.
Let's go.
Is that all? Looks good.
Target specimen sighted. Preparing for collection.
Rules are made to be broken!
Time to twirl! Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond dish me? It's all yours!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Commencing support. Oh! Oh, boy. Time to twirl! Commencing research. Excuse me, coming through. Inputting commands. Whoa. Time to twirl! Maybe you can keep it down? Time to twirl!
Let's go.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Target specimen sighted. Oh!
Let's make it.
Commencing research. Time for something savory. Thanks for the support. Inputting commands. Whoa. Every step is just a part of the adventure.
It's getting late. Where to now?
The people of the Xianzhou have long lives. They do not
You say you're a realm-keeping commission officer? Traveling healer is just my dad's disguise.
Is that guy working today? You know, big fella.
The news is spreading pretty.
The High Elder commanded the luminescent depths to rise. Everyone is... Is the Alchemy Commission gonna be under watch forever?
Can you just give me some peace?
Is it just me, or are there fewer people in the healer's market now?
You say you're a realm-keeping commission officer? Traveling healer is just my dad's
Is
disguise.
that guy working today? You know, big fella.
The High Elder commanded the luminescent depths to rise.
The news is spreading pretty fast.
Commencing research.
Rules are made to be broken! Decisive strike!
Excuse me, coming through. Oh! Time to twirl! Oh, boy, maybe you can keep it down? Time to twirl!
Let's make it quick.
Secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Time to twirl!
How about this?
Target specimen you know who I am. Prepare to see a diamond this big? It's all yours!
Reach the end of the story in your own way. It's getting late. Where to now? Choice isn't as elusive as it seems. The seed of just like me. The people of Belobog are also seeing the native sky of this planet. For the first time. The seed of preservation has always been within Belobog. And I simply reignited the city's will to live. That will may be weak. But this was not the time for it to go out.
Will of preservation!
It's getting late. Where to now?
The people of the Xianzhou have long lives. They do not care in the slightest for his...
Tread carefully.
Target specimen sighted. Excuse me, coming through. Time to twirl. I think something bit me. Oh boy, huh? Time to twirl.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This century is but a vision.
Time to twirl! Perfect. Now's my chance. Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours! Time
Clemency? Never heard of it.
What are you looking at? Time to twirl! I won't break.
Let's make it quick. Batter up!
Past victories don't guarantee future ones. Keep at it. This will strengthen our position.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond diss me? It's all yours! Time to twirl! Stay calm now, Lynx.
Clemency? Never heard of it. The truth of life and death with this century is but a vision.
Let's go.
Rules are made to be broken! Batter up!
Time to twirl! Perfect. Now's... You must be honored to meet me. This is gonna hurt. To travel far away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all!
Step aside. I have no interest in...
Excuse me, coming through. Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours!
The truth of life and death with this century is but a vision.
Commencing research. I think something bit me. Maybe you can keep it down? I won't drink.
Let's make it quick.
What about this?
Time to twirl! Target specimen sighted. Preparing to excuse me. Coming through.
Just a scratch.
Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours! Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
Past victories don't guarantee future ones. Keep at it.